All right, welcome to Hkimo Finals mock review for 2023. Just a few reminder, please be punctual, especially during the break later. Please come back on the designated time, okay, on the said time. Second, please mute your microphone and turn on your camera. But if you don't have the accessories for turning on your camera, it's okay. Third, please use the chat box for your answers and questions. Okay? Again, I will not be entertaining
Trung Quân
participations
ơi.
for now. Okay, that's it. Let's start. So according to the pattern shown below, what is the number in the blank? All right, we have 1, 7, 13, 19, 25, 31. So notice that we have a pattern right here. From 1 to the next number, we need to add 6. Right? From 7 to 13, we need to add 6. From 13 to 19, we also need to add 6. So it is consistently adding 6. Consistently adding 6 is our pattern. That means to say from 31 to our blank right here, we can also get that blank by adding 6. So 31 plus 6 is equal to 37. That is how we get our answer for questions like this, okay? That's it for number 1. Let's proceed to the second number. All right, tomorrow will be Friday. Which day of the week will 20 days later be? All right, so let's start. We have here tomorrow is Friday, right? So that means today is Thursday. So we just have to count 20 days later. But remember, every 7 days, it goes back to the same day. So today is Thursday. After 7 days, after 7 days, we go back to the same day, which is Thursday. And another 7 days, okay, meaning after 14 days from today, 14 days from today, it's still a Thursday. All right? So 14 days to get to 20, that needs 6. Okay? 6 days moving forward from Thursday, that would mean Friday. Okay, Friday. We have Saturday, followed by Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, okay, Wednesday. Let's check if it's already 6 days. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 20 days, all right, because 14 plus 6 is 20, diba? 14 plus 6 is 20. So after 20 days, it's a Wednesday. All right. Another way to approach this is just it only 20 days only lacks 1 day for it to be, excuse me, for it to be a multiple of 21, right? For it to be another 7 days. So what we need to do is move backwards from Thursday. Moving backward from Thursday, that is just Wednesday. Okay, so we will still get the same answer. All right, that's it for number 2. It's a Wednesday. Let's proceed to number 3. For number 3, we have the age of Sammy 5 years ago is equal to the age of Joseph 9 years ago. How old is Sammy when Joseph is 23 years old? All right. So it says Joseph is 23 years old. So let's put 23. But 9 years ago means we need to subtract 9 years to Joseph's age. All right. So because that is the age where Sammy is equal to Joseph's age. Okay. So 23 minus 9, that's equal to 23 minus 9, that's equal to 14. But that's also the age of Sammy 5 years ago. So for us to know the age of Sammy now, let's just add 5 to that. Okay? So 14 plus 5 equals 19. Now we know the age of Sammy, which is 19. That's it for number 3. Let's proceed to number 4. A tree is planted every 12 meters in a street from one end. There are 10 trees on the street on one side. How long in meters is the street? Okay. Please input your questions in the chat box if you have a question. All right. That's right. I can see a lot of correct answers, 108. That's right. So let's see, how did we get that answer? So we have here a tree is planted every 12 meters, right? But it starts from one end. So we have a tree right here, okay, from one end. And then after 12 meters, we have another tree, okay? So that goes on until we have 10 trees. So what we need to do is, since we started planting one tree from one end, so we need to subtract one tree from 10. So that is 9 trees. Okay? 9 trees plus the one at the very start. But 9 trees indicate how many 12 meters we're gonna have. Okay? So it's 9 times 12. So showing this one, you can repeatedly add 12 to itself 9 times, but you can also multiply 12 by 9. And that gives us 9 times 2, 18, carry 1. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1, 10. And that gives us our answer, which is 108. Okay, that's it for number 4. Let's have number 5. Number 5, according to the pattern shown below, how many, let's call it crosses, more than arrows is or are there in the 115th group? All right, questions like this needs pattern. Okay, so let's identify that pattern. So we have here how many in the first group. Let's identify how many crosses more than arrows we have. So there's only one cross. Let's show it here. This is a cross. This is the arrow. The number of crosses in the first group is only 1. Number of arrows is 0. When we're asked how many more, that means we're being asked for the difference. Okay, we need to subtract this 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. Therefore, we have 1 more cross than arrows in the first group. In the second group, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 crosses. And we also have 1 arrow. Again, how many more crosses? We have 4 minus 1. And that's 3. We have 3 more crosses than arrows in the second group. In the third group, We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 crosses. We have 4 arrows. Again, 5 minus 4, that's 1. One more cross than arrow. All right, in the fourth group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 crosses. We also have 5 arrows. 8 minus 5 is 3. All right, now we have a pattern. The pattern we can see is that 1, 3, 1, 3 is being repeated. Let's look at um, how they're occurring. Okay, where is 1, where is 3? So 1 is placed at first group and third group. Those are odd groups. All right, because 1 and 3 are odd, and that means to say 3 is in the even groups, right? But what are we looking for? We're looking for 115th group. Okay, how many more crosses than arrows in the 115th group? 115 is odd because it ends in 5. Therefore, we will have in the fifth group, we will only have an answer of 1. Let me change this one, huh? Sorry for this typo. This is supposed to be 1. Okay, that's it. Our answer is 1. Questions so far? Let me check. Yes, that's right. Okay, that's it for number 5. Let's proceed then, if no questions. Okay, let's have number 6. Okay, for number 6, we have within 1 month, at most how many dates are even numbers? Okay, so we have here within 1 month, right? So a month can have 31 days, 30 days, 29 days, but it says at most. So we need to have the maximum number of days. So that is 31 days. And in 31 days for a month, that means, oops, and 31 days. So how many even numbers are there? So 31, the next even, the next lower even number to that is 30 days, right? So 30 days. So how many even numbers from start of the date? Let's say it's 1, right? But we want even numbers. So it's 2. From 2 to 30, let's count how many even numbers are there. You would get 2, 4, 6, and so on, right? We just need to count it. And you would find that there are 15 days. 15 days in total. So we have 15 days as our answer. Or a shortcut would be, you know that the maximum number, the biggest even number you could have, largest even number you could have is 30, right? So just divide it by 2. 30 divided by 2, you could also have 15 as your answer. That's how we get our answer. We also have here our calendar to show us if you want to count it manually, you will get 15 dates that are even. Okay? It's always 15, except on February 29 or February when it's February, right? So that's it for number 6. Let's have number 7. Okay, so we're now in the arithmetic part. All right, we have this one. Find the value of 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19 plus 45 plus 21 plus 23 plus 25 plus 27. Okay, let's see. So we have here, the technique would be adding numbers that ends in digits that sum up to 10. Okay, let's do that step by step. So we have here a number ending in 3. We have here a number ending in 7. We could add them up so that we could get a number ending in 0 because 3 plus 7 is 10, right? So let's show that. We have 13 plus 27. That's equal to 7 plus 3, 10. Bring down the 0, carry the 1. 7 times 1, no, plus pala. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So it's 40. Okay, so 40 is our answer for 13 plus 27. Let's proceed to the next number. We have 15 plus 25. 15 plus 25, that's 5 plus 5, 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2, that's 4. Okay, that's another 40. All right, so let's mark the numbers we're done. Next is 17 plus 23 again. 17 plus 23, 17 plus 23. 7 plus 3, 10. 0, carry 1. 2 plus 1 plus 1, that's still 40. Okay. And lastly, we have 19 plus 21. I think you can already see the pattern, right? 19 plus 21. As long as the numbers are equally spaced, you would still have the same value. This is also 40. Let's add 9 plus 1, 10. 0, carry 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. This is also 40. All right. So adding them up, 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40, that's already 160. But we still have 45 right here. So 160, let's add it here. Okay, 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 45. You would get an answer of 205. Okay, that's it for number 7. Questions on the chat box. Okay, everyone, please do not spam the chat box. All right, that's it for number 7. Let's proceed to number 8. Okay, for number 8, we have here, find the value of 29 times 33 plus 67 times 29. So notice, we're just multiplying 29 to both of 33 and 67. We could actually take out the 29 and then the multiplication sign and put the remaining numbers and operations inside the parentheses. Again, take out the 29 and the multiplication sign and put the remaining numbers and symbol inside the parentheses. Okay, we can do that if we're multiplying with a certain number and dividing a certain number. Okay, so you can do this. 33 plus 67, you would find that it's equal to 100. Let's show it here. So 7 plus 3, that's 10. Carry 1. 6 plus 1, 7 plus 3, that's 10. So we have 100. times 29. Remember the technique wherein when you're multiplying a certain number that ends with a number that ends in zeros, you can just multiply the non-zero digit. Okay, let's show that here. So let's move this two zeros on this side. Okay, because we're just gonna bring it down later. We're just gonna multiply the non-zero one. Okay, it's non-zero. The non-zero number to our 29. So 29 times 1, remember that any number multiplied by 1 is 29. So 29 times 1 is 29. Bring down the two zeros, we'll get our answer of 2,900. That's how we get number 8. That's it. No questions? All right, number 9 then. So for number 9, find the value of 2 times 5 times 4 times 25 divided by 1,000. Okay, remember that division can be represented as a fraction. So we could do it like this. Let's just re-express it. Okay, let's make it look another way, but it's still the same number. It's still the same value. 2 times 5 times 4 times 25 divided by 1,000. Again, fractions are divisions. That's why we have here divided by 1,000. We express it here as divided by 1,000 in our expression, given that we only have multiplication here on this side. If you have plus, that's already a different story. Okay? So we have 2 times 5 times 4 times 25 in the numerator divided by 1,000. It's divide, so it should be in the denominator. Okay, this part, the divisor, is in the denominator. All right, so let's make this simpler. 2 times 5 is 10. 4 times 25 is 100, right? And 10 times 100 is just 1,000. Let's copy the 1,000 also in the denominator. So we can see. All right, now look at it. We have the same value in the numerator, the one up here, and in the denominator, the one below here. Okay, once they're equal, 1,000 divided by 1,000, that's just equal to 1. Okay, any number divided by itself is just 1. Just like how we do 2 divided by 2, that's just 1. Okay, so our answer here is 1. That's for number 9. All right, that's it for number 9. Let's proceed to number 10. Okay, find value of 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4, and so on and so forth until we have minus 20 plus 21. Okay, so to get the answer for this one, we will have to switch some places here. Okay, so we have 1 plus, let's switch the places of these two numbers. 3 minus 2. Okay, so 3, this has a minus sign, so we need to carry it with it. Okay, carry it with 2. So when we switch their places, it becomes like this. Okay, minus 2. It's still minus 2. So 3 minus 2, and then let's do the same for 5 minus 4. Negative minus 4 plus 5. Let's do the same to that. So we'll have 5 minus 4. Okay, and so on. Okay, so on and so forth until we have plus 21 minus 20. Okay, so it would be best to show it completely, right? This dots right here represents, we're just gonna continue on like this until we have minus 18 plus 19. So there are still numbers here. So let's show that instead for a while. Okay, we have plus 7 minus 6. What's next to that is, okay, 7 minus 6. We have plus 8. No, plus 9 minus 8. Okay, because when we write it down, it would be minus 8 plus 9. It will be alternating. Okay, so we have plus 9 minus 8. Oops, sorry. Let's go back. Again. Plus 9 minus 8. And then we also have plus 11 minus 10 plus 13 minus 12 and so on. Okay, plus 15 minus 14 plus 17 minus 16 plus 19 minus 18. All right. We know we're on the right track because we still have the same signs of 19 and 18. All right. Plus 21 minus 20. Okay. We try to switch their places because 1 cannot be subtracted by 2, right? Because 1 is smaller. So we switch the places of 3 and 2 so that we would be subtracting the 2 from 3. And 3 is bigger, so we can subtract it. All right? So 3 minus 2, that's just 1. 5 minus 4 is just 1. This 7 minus 6 is 1. And the same with the rest. Okay? We'd get the same difference with the rest. So let's just count because it's 1. All of it is 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right? So we'd get an answer of 11. Okay, question. Let me see the chat box. All right, everyone, please refrain from spamming the chat box. Okay. Yes, please refrain from spamming. That's it. Let's proceed to number 11. Number 11, find the value of 240 divided by 8 plus 320 divided by 4 plus 400 divided by 10. Okay? Just like in multiplication earlier, when it's a number ending in 0, we can just set aside the 0 for later. So let's divide 240 by 8 or 240 or 24 by 8. Okay, let's set aside the zero. 24 divided by 8, that's 3. So 3 times 8, 24. And then let's just bring the 0 up here. So that means it's 30. 240 divided by 8 is 30. Okay? 320 divided by 4, set aside the 0, it will become 32 divided by 4. So 32 divided by 4, how can you get that? You just have to find a number that when you multiply it with 4, you'd get 32, right? So that would be any idea? Okay, that would be 8. All right, 8 times 4, 32. And that will be 0. Since we have a 0 here, we just need to carry it over up here. So our answer for this one is 80. Remember, we're only performing 240 divided by 8, 320 divided by 4. Therefore, we need to, we need to copy the plus sign. All right, so plus 400 divided by 10, that would be equal to just dividing 40 with 10 and then copy the 0 later. 40 divided by 10, that's 4. 4 times 10, that's 40. Then carry the 0 up here. That's 40. All right, someone's unmuted. Please mute. Please mute your microphone, everyone. Okay. Let's proceed. So we have here 30, 80, 40. Let's add them up. 40 plus 80, that's 120. 120, let's show it here. That's basically adding 4, 8, and 3, right? Because 0 plus 0 is just 0. So 4 plus 8 plus 3, that's equal to 15. And then the 0 earlier, that's 150. So our answer is 150.
Spam the chat box.
Okay. All right, please.
They're not stopping.
All right, everyone who's been spamming the chat box, please refrain from doing so.
Sure, it's still going on right now.
For a while.
What's going on, so be it.
All right. Sige. You can actually close your chat box, all right? If it's too distracting, please close your chat box for the meantime, all right? So that's it for number 11.
Can you please ban the chat?
For a while.
Teacher, they got to 99 plus already.
All right, number 12. We have find the value of 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on and so forth until we have plus 24 plus 26 plus 28. All right. So what we're going to do here is just like earlier, we're gonna add this one and the last one. Okay, add numbers that ends with digits that when you add them up, you'll get 10. For example, this ends in 2, right? This ends in 8. When you add them up, you'd get a 10. So it ends, the number, their sum will end with 0. And that's much easier to deal with. So let's do that. 2 plus 28. 2 plus 28, that's equal to 30. All right. 4 plus 26 is still equal to 30. All right. So notice there's been a pattern, just like what we did earlier. So what we're going to do is just continue with this until we get the middle part of this. So we'd have 4 plus 26, and then pair up 6 and 24. And then let's pair up 8 and 22. And then 10 and 20, and so on. Okay? So let's just show the pair of numbers here. So we also know how many pairs do we have. So that's 12 and 22. I know, 12 and 18, sorry. We should decrease by 2 the other side. 12 and 18 followed by 14, right? Because we're increasing it by 2. And then we're decreasing by 2 on this side, 16. And if we increase 14, that would be 16 already. And we can't repeat the number, all right? The numbers here in the pattern are occurring only once. So we don't have to write 16 anymore. This 14 and 16 is the last pair. Again, how many pairs do we have? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's 7 30s you're gonna add up. Okay, 7 30s that you're going to add is just the same as 30 times 7. 30 times 7, remember when it's a number that ends in 0 we're multiplying with, we can just set aside that number, right? And just multiply 7 and 3. 7 times 3 is 21, and then copy the 0 right here. So that's 210. And that's how we get our answer shown here. Okay? That's it. Thank you. Let's proceed to number 13. Let's proceed to number 13. So this is not yet number theory, okay? This is arithmetic. So define the operation symbol. A symbol B equals A plus B plus 2 times A. Find the value of 3 symbol 2, that's in parentheses, okay? The quantity of 3 symbol
I
2,
have a
symbol
question.
4. Yes, can you please type it in the chat box? I'll view it.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I forgot my question.
Oh, okay. I know that's it for arithmetic. This is already number theory. Okay, so let's proceed. Define the operation symbol. A symbol B equals A plus B plus 2 times A. So that's what it means when we say that symbol. We need to add A and B and then add it to 2 times A. Okay, let's do it step by step. Remember PEMDAS, meaning that's the order of operation. When we have a parenthesis, we have to do it first. Okay, since we have a parenthesis right here, we need to do 3 symbol 2 first. Okay, again, 3 symbol 2 means we need to do this operation right here. So this is our A, this is our B. 3 plus 2 plus 2 times our A is again 3.
I chatted my question.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's right. Is the question when is break time?
Teacher,
Yes.
It will be after 18.
teacher,
I
there's always an answer box on the down left of the screen.
yeah, it's meant to be there.
Oh.
Okay, so that you know the answer already, but we'll be showing the solution right here. But thank you for pointing that out. Okay, let's continue then. We'll have the break at 18. Okay, so we'll have less numbers after the break for a while. Okay, so let's continue. We have define the operation symbol like that. And then let's perform this one then. Okay, so this means to say that we have 3 plus 2 times 3. And again, according to PEMDAS, let's write it out here. PEMD, A, and then S. So P stands for parentheses. This one, these are parentheses. E exponent, M multiplication, D division, A addition, S subtraction. You're very familiar with the MDAS part, but you haven't been introduced yet with the parentheses, some of you. So P stands for parentheses, okay? And E is exponent. It's not yet discussed in your grade level commonly, okay? So let's just proceed with P, parentheses. Parentheses is the 3 symbol too. Next here, we don't see a parentheses here, right? So in 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. Then we skip to the next order, which is exponent. There's no exponent in your level, so let's skip that. Multiplication. Next is M, and that stands for multiplication. So M is
Teacher, I
this
can
part right
hear it
here.
properly.
What was that?
I can't hear it properly.
All right. Please try to check your audio.
It just too fast. Like it have some
Yeah, it's like speeding up.
like
It's like
error.
speeding up.
Speeding up.
Yep. It's kind
How
of
about now?
Same for me.
it kind of make a hole
Sure,
in
it's
it.
okay now, teacher, pero sometimes it speeds up like then
Talaga?
It sounds like
it
Okay.
glitches like
Am I too? Is it because of how I talk? Do I talk fast
no,
or
The
no, it's the
like
mic.
it's like an internet
Mic,
problem,
there's
teacher.
something wrong with the mic. Like, it wasn't really sounds like a
I see.
robot.
I think
Maybe
it
it's
stops
like
sometimes and it goes faster.
it's put a hole in it and it's trying to
It's that
It's
fill the back
glitching.
hole.
And it's going very fast. Understandable. Sometimes you just can't understand. You sound
Talaga?
like a robot
All right.
that's
Thank you
speaking
for
very
telling me.
fast.
Let me. Okay. Why don't we have a break right now and let me fix my connection problem? Okay. So that we'll have a better discussion for
kind
the
of
next
like
numbers.
make a hole in it. Then it's trying to fill that hole by make it faster. Like a sentence
All
when
right.
you say we'll have 5 seconds, then if then the computer lasts 1 second, and it trying to put it 4 seconds to make it.
Okay. Sige, I understand. Thank you so much for telling me, everyone. So now, since it's been like that, let's try to have an early break, okay? So I could fix my connection problem for a while. Let's just finish this one, then have an early break. Is that
Teacher,
good
how
with
long is the
everyone?
break?
The break will just be 5 minutes, okay? Because we're still in number 13. All right, so yeah, let's just finish number 13 and let me fix my connection problem. And then let's go back. Sige, finish this one muna. So we have 3 plus 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, right? So 6 plus 2 plus 3. Now, next to multiplication is division, but there's no division. Next to division is addition, and we do have addition. So we will have to add. 3 plus 2, that's 5, plus 6, that's 11. So 11 is the answer for this part right here, for the 3 symbol 2. So let's try to replace that 11 symbol for now. All right, the 3 symbol 2 has been replaced with 11. So it becomes 11 symbol 4. 11 symbol 4, this is again A, this is again B. So 11 plus 2
Plus 2 plus
plus
2
2
times
times 11. Okay, so we'd have 2 times 11, that's 22. Again, multiplication first before addition, right? So 22 plus 2 plus 11. 22 plus 11, that's 33. Ay, sorry, it's not 2. It's not supposed to be 2. It's supposed to be 4. Let me just change it. 11 plus 4. 11 plus 4. Because this is 4 right here. So that's why our B should also be 4. 11 plus 4 plus 2 times 11. 22 plus 11, that's 33, plus 4, that's 37. Okay, this is how we get our answer. Question? No question in the chat box. All right,
Yes.
let's try to have a break, an early break.
Yay.
Okay, so I can fix the problem. So please be back by, it's 11:56, 11:57 now. So let's have 12:02.
Teacher, where are you living? Where are you living?
12:02 for a while.
Teacher, where are you living?
All right, 12:02 for a while. So you
Where
can
are you
have,
living? Because teacher, but my time has messed up. I live
I
in
mean,
Nam's.
ah, please just count for 5 minutes. I'm living in the Philippines, so this is Philippine time. So try to count 5 minutes from your clock. We'll be back by then. Okay?
Alright.
Just a 5-minute break.
I'm also right now in India.
Can we go now?
No, this is not yet the end, right? This is only break time.
Wait, pero teacher, can we go for the break na?
Yeah, go for the break now. Okay. Let me fix my connection problem first.
Chair, can we have 2 more minutes?
2 more minutes. I can only
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
I can only give you 1 more minute. All right. I hope everyone's back. Is everyone back?
Yes.
That would be great. Sige. Let's continue then.
One person is not back.
What's that? You can just you continue eating your snacks while we continue discussing, okay? Yes, concerns may be entered in the chat box so I can see them and hear them more clearly. Okay? It's really fast. Sige, I hope my audio now is better. Is it? Is it better? Am I still like a robot?
No.
It's
It's
okay.
bad.
Okay, that's great to hear. I'm glad. Thank you so much for telling me, everyone, huh? So now let's proceed. I think it's best to proceed. Let me just. Yeah. For number 4, we have here. Okay, Amy and John have 100 peanuts in total. John has 22 peanuts more than Amy. How many peanuts does Amy have? All right. So here we have 100 peanuts in total. That's 100, right? That's right. This is 100. And then we're just going to subtract it with 22 because that is what John has more before they have an equal uh before they have an equal amount. Okay, 100 minus 22, so that
Minus
John
by
and Amy
22.
will have an equal amount. So 100 minus 22 is equal to 78. 78. All right. So that is the amount now for John and Amy. All right, in equal amounts. So we need to divide it by 2. 78 divided by 2 so that we have the amount for Amy. Okay, the amount for Amy is then a number. When you multiply it by 2, you'd get 78. That would be 39. All right, because 39 plus 39 is 78, or 39 times 2 is 78. So we have here 39 as our answer. Again, we have 100 peanuts in total, right? We have to subtract it by 22 because that is uh, the excess amount before they will have an equal number. Okay? So 100 minus the extra 22 of John. So 100 minus 22. So 78 is the amount that John and Amy has to share equally. All right? So Amy has 39. That's how we answer questions like this. That's it for number 14. Questions in the chat box, please. Okay, no questions. So let's proceed then. So we have here number 15. Okay, the numbers below follow the arithmetic sequence. What is the value of the 100th term? All right. Remember that when we have an arithmetic sequence, it means we're adding or subtracting a certain number to get to the next number, right? So we have here 13 and 19. How do we get from 13 to 19? That is by adding 6. 19 to 25, that is also by adding 6. Did someone say something?
Yes, I think the answer is 607.
All right, let's check this one. Okay, so we have here the 100th term. Let's check the solution. Okay, so the difference is 6. This is by adding 6, right? adding 6 also. So the 100th term, remember the formula, nth term. We're looking for the nth term. Nth term is equal to the first term, a sub 1. Let's represent it as a sub 1 plus n, the term we're looking for, minus 1 times our difference, right? So the first, we're looking for the 100th term. What is it? So first term is 13 plus n. N is 100th term, right? 100 minus 1 times the difference. Again, the difference is 6 times 6. So we have this one, 13 plus 100 minus 1, that's 99 times 6. Okay, so 99 times 6, let's calculate for that. 99 times 6, 6 times 9, it's 54. 4, carry 5. Concerns, please put it in the chat box. 6 times 9, 54. 4, carry 5. 6 times 9, still 54. Plus 5, 59. So that's 594. So 13 plus 594 is actually, okay, let's add it here. 594 plus 13. 3 plus 4 is 7. 9 plus 1 is 10. 0, carry 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. So this should be 607. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, let me change that. 607. Okay, that's great. Thank you for pointing it out. Let's go to number 16. Do you have questions before we go? Before we proceed, questions? None? Okay, if there's none, let's proceed to number 16. So for number 16, oh, 607, okay? 15 is 607, not 43. For number 16, we have what is the largest three-digit even number? Okay, so the largest three-digit even number,
The answer is 998.
okay, I appreciate that. But let's put it in the chat box, okay? So we have here 998 is the correct answer because the largest three-digit number is 999, right? So if it's 999, it's not an even number, it's odd. So we go to the next number, which is 998. And 998 is even, therefore that's our answer. All right?
Teacher, I have another one.
All right. So let's proceed to number 17. Questions, please put it on the chat box. Number 17. The sum of 5 consecutive numbers is 50. Find the value of the smallest number among all the numbers. All right. So what we're going to do here is the formula. Our formula is sum. Okay. Our sum, we divide it with the number of terms or number of numbers, count of numbers. Okay. This is letter T. Number of terms, or that's 5 numbers, right? So the sum is 50 according to this sentence, and the number of terms or the count of numbers, that is 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10. This will give you the middle number. This is our formula, okay? This is the middle number out of the 5 in sequence, okay? In order. So that's the middle number, and they're consecutive numbers. So that means that's 9, 8, This is the third. So 2, 1. So we'd get an answer of 8. Okay, because 11 and 12 would be the other two. That's it for number 17. Let's proceed to number 18. Okay, for number 18, we have here Amy has a total, Amy and John have 150 peanuts in total. John has 2 times as Amy's. How many peanuts does John have? Okay, so let's try to do this one. We have, they have 150.
It's almost the same as.
Yeah, it's almost the same with the previous problem, right?
John has 100 peanuts.
Mm, but it's 150 peanuts. But this time it says 2 times as many, but not 22 more. The previous
My
problem says
answer
22
was
more, right?
100 because I thought Amy had 50. So John has
Has 100.
100.
All right, let's check that one. So 150 divided by, we need to divide it by, John has 2 times and Amy has 1. One one of a certain value, but that we don't know yet. Okay, so we just need to do this one, and then we
Times
get,
the
that's
number.
150 divided by 3, right? 2 plus 1 is 3. 150 divided by 3. 150 divided by 3 is 15 divided by 3, 5, 0. So we have here 50, but that is only for Amy's. Okay, 50 for Amy's, and then times 2
100.
for John, right? So this is
100 for
John.
John.
So this is what we need to calculate, and that's equal to 100. So everyone that has answered 100 is correct. All right, that's
It's
it. Yeah. So that's for number 18. Let's proceed to number 19. Number 19. So we're now in the geometry part. Let's try how many squares is or are there in the figure below. Okay, so counting the number of squares, we'd have 1, 2, 3,
There are 13
4,
squares.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But this is also considered a square. 12. This is also a square. 13.
There are 13 squares in
So
total.
there should be 13 squares in total. All right. That's it for number 13. Let's proceed to 20. Okay. A pyramid has 15 vertices. How many edges does this pyramid have? All right. Remember that a pyramid has 15 minus 1 is equal to 14. And then we just need to multiply this by 2. And that's equal to 28 edges. Okay, what we need to do is vertices minus 1 and then just multiply it by 2. You will get the number of edges. This is our formula. That's it for number 20. Let's proceed to number 21. So the side length of a square is 5. Find the perimeter. So let's say we have here a square.
I think
That's
the
5.
perimeter is 20.
All right. I would appreciate it if you put it in the chat box. All right. So we have here 5 um 5 units. So remember that the perimeter is just the total measure of the sides. So if this is 5 on this side, we know that a square has equal side lengths. So we just need to add 4 fives. Okay, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, that's equal to 20. Or you could say it's 5 times 4, right? 5. Perimeter is just 5 plus 5 plus 5. Oops, 5. That's equal to 20. All right, that's for number 21. Let's proceed to number 22. So for number 22, at least how many squares can be seen if observing the figure below from the side? All right,
Sure.
let's check.
I got confused because I didn't know which side it meant.
I see. No
Teacher, I
matter,
don't think I've seen this one in the exam.
really,
Yeah.
I've seen this before, but I got confused. Which side is it, left
I
or
know how
right?
to do it, pero I don't remember seeing this exact
I
question in the exam.
wouldn't
okay, one at a
it
time,
be the
everyone.
same?
Okay, it would
Wouldn't
be the
it?
same regardless of the side you're looking at.
Yeah.
So here,
Unless the top.
yeah, if it's top or bottom, that would differ. Okay, but if it's the side, you check from the left side, the right side, you would still get the same answer. Let's count. Since it's more clearer, the right side, let's count from that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would also see this one, 6, 7, and this is the eighth. Eto, that's the eighth. Okay? If we count it from the left side, you would still see the same number of squares. Let's see. This is the 1, this is
That's
the
what I
2,
tried.
this is the
Because I
3,
noticed both of the
this is the
sides.
4. But this is 5 right here, right? So dapat so it should be 5 also. There's also a 5 that's hidden right there. And this is our 6, this is our 7, this is our 8. That can only be seen
Answered,
from the side.
answered
So
8.
still 8. Okay? Sige.
Answered 8.
All right.
But because I noticed it's the same.
That's great. There. Okay. I'd appreciate that if we can use the chat box instead of the audio, okay? Or else all of us might speak at the same time and it will be it will be echoing and echoing. All right. Okay, please use the chat box. Any concerns, questions? No questions in the chat box? All right then. No questions in the chat box. Okay, let's, no questions then. Let's proceed to 23. So here, number 23, we can count the number of triangles. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we have a big triangle we can fit here. That's 7. Okay, so it should be 7. All right, that's the answer for 23. Questions in the chat box? No question? All right, let's proceed to number 24 then. Okay, at most, how many lines can be formed by using 6 points on a plate? All right, let's use 6 points. For example, we have these points 1, 2, 3, 4,
My answer was 15 because I missed
5,
mine.
6. All right. So we have 1 from this point lang ha, from point A. That's 1,
2,
2, 3, 4, 5. I'd appreciate it if we mute our microphones throughout. Okay. So that's for A, he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. Okay. If we start from B, we should have, okay, let's start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We cannot go back to this because it's the same line with the first one, right? With the one we did earlier with A. So it's only 4 this time, 5 plus 4. If we go with C, okay, we can only have 1, 2, 3 only. Because if we do this, we'd repeat what we did earlier. Okay, so 5 plus 4 plus 3. So that's already a pattern. Okay, so the same goes with D. Okay, with letter D, it will only have 5 plus 4 plus 3. So we
It's
expect
two.
the next one is plus 2.
Two.
And then lastly, plus 1. Okay, for E, the point E here. There's no need to label the points with A, B, C, D, E. I'm just showing you. All right. So 5 plus, let's start with 4 plus 1. That's 5. 5 plus 5, that's 10. But this is another 5, right? So 10 plus 5 is 15. This gives us our answer, 15 right here.
Teacher, there's is another point in it, but it has
Yeah, it's 0 because it's connected to everything already.
Yes, that is right. Sige. I appreciate it. Let's go to number
teacher.
5 then.
Teacher, I think my in the camera in the zoom, I think my it just turned purple. The
I
screen.
I think you clicked something in
I
your
don't
on your
know.
side. It's okay. It's okay if it's purple, but I can't do anything about it on my side. Okay? So that's it. With 24, let's proceed with 25. Okay. We're now in the combinatorics part. Okay? So combinatorics, let's start. A group of 15 students are taking two photos, two students at a time. Each student has to take photo with each of their schoolmate. How many pictures at least are there to be taken? Okay. So let's say we have a group of students A, B, C, D, E, F, G until letter O, because that's the 15th letter A to O. So if we do that, okay, if we do that, A has to take a picture. Okay, let's write it down here. Okay, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. If you want to do it manually, this is the way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 letters, 15 students. That represents the 15 students. Okay. So if we want to take a picture A with B and until O, we would have a sequence like this. Ayan, ganyan. Like that. Okay. A paired with B, A paired with C, A paired with D, and so on until he is paired up with O. Then the next person, B, is paired up with C because he's already done with A, right? It's just somehow the same with the lines. Okay, the line we did earlier. So he's already paired up with A, right? So we proceed to BC. He can't be paired up with himself also. So there's no such thing as BB. So we have this list right here if B is paired up with everyone. Okay. Next, when it's C's turn, he will be paired up with this much people. So A has been paired up with 15, B has been paired up with 14. No, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My bad. It's 14. So it's 14.
Mom.
And then the next one, since it's just missing one, is 13. So here it's missing one from the 13. This is 12. And D, we expect it will have 11. E will be paired up with 10. F will be paired up with 9. And so on. Okay, so 9, 8, 7, 6, and we have this equation then. All right, we have this equation. Let me just erase this one. Okay, that's 14 until 1. That is for the 15 people. Okay, and it will give you, once you've added that up, you'd get an answer of 105. All right? That's the manual way to do it. But another way or a shortcut method would be you can only take photos of two students at a time, right? So, alternative. Let's present you an alternative method. So the alternative is you have two students. Let's just put two lines to indicate that we have two students at a certain time. So how many pictures are needed to be taken? So here in this method, you need to know how many options do you have or how many students are you having. So it's only for 15 students, right? So we put 15 on the first one. Every one of the 15 is going to take a picture with someone else, okay? With someone else. And that someone else must be except themselves, that would be 14 only. All right? So like just like A, we need to look at A being paired up with all the other 14. So that's why we have 15 here. And then every one of the letters must be paired up with the other 14 students, right? That's why we have 15 times 14. But remember to divide your answer by 2 so that you'd get the right answer. We need to divide it by 2 because we will be repeating A, B, B, A in this method.
If
That's why we need to divide it by 2. Okay, in this alternative method. 15 times 14, let's try to multiply it. 4 times 5, 20. 0 carry 2. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 right here. That's 6. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. And then let's add. Bring down the 0. 6 plus 5 is 11. Bring down the 1. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's 210. But remember, we still need to divide it by 2 because we have counted AB and BA twice in this method. So 210 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So let's bring down the 1. 1 divided by 2, that cannot be, right? Or that's 0. There's no 2 in 1. So 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Bring down the 1. Bring down the 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So that means we stop our division. So 15 times 14 divided by 2, that's 105. Look, we had the same answer. So if you want to have the shortcut method, but it involves multiplication and division, that's also okay. But we have addition steps here, which some of you would prefer, right? So that's it for number 25. Questions, please, on the chat box.
Sure. I have a
Yes.
different method.
Is it the NCR method?
No, like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus
I see.
10 plus 11
That's
plus 12 plus 13 plus 14. The method for that.
I see. Not
15
necessarily a
times
different
no,
method.
15 times 7.
Not necessarily a different method, but it's just a different way
Method
of
for
writing
method.
this one. It's still the same. Still the same method. You just switch the places of
Okay.
of this one. Yes, questions I would really appreciate in the chat box only. Okay.
I already typed it in the chat box.
What was that?
I already typed it in the chat box.
Okay. I see. Our schedule is for 12 to 1, 11 to 1, as far as I know. So we end by then. Okay, that's it for 25. Let's proceed to number 26. Okay, for 26, we have to choose 3 digits without repetition from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to form 3-digit numbers. How many? Oh, wait. number 26. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to form three-digit numbers. How many even numbers
Sir, can I
are there?
please?
All right, yeah. Without asking, it's okay. Just be back quickly. All right. So that's it for 20. No, that's it for that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to use, let's try to form even numbers. Okay. To form even numbers, form three-digit numbers that are even. Okay, let's put 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have three blanks because it's a three-digit number. It's a three-digit number. You can only use, since it's indicated that it's even number, we can only use even numbers in the ones digit or the units digit. And the only even numbers we can use is 2 and 4. So we prioritize our condition. So that's two numbers that can be placed here. Okay. So if we use the two numbers, but we can only use one number at a time. So one number at a time, if one number has already occupied this units digit or ones digit, we can still place the other four numbers here. And then if we've chosen one number already for the
Sure, I
hundreds
wrote
digit,
my
then
over solution
we
over in the
can
chat.
also, we can also, okay, can everyone please be reminded to mute your microphones all throughout the session? Okay, sige. Let's continue. We have here um two even numbers, right? Two digits that are even. So we have 2 right here. So we can only use one digit here for the ones digit one at a time. So we have other four numbers available to use here. That's why we've placed 4. Now, since we've used two numbers already for the hundreds digit, for the units digit, we only have 3 digits left for this one. So that's 4 times 3, 12, times 2, that's 24. That's how we get our answer for number 26. Okay? That's it for 26. Let's proceed to 27. Okay? So for number 27, choose 6 digits without repetition from 4, 1, 5, 7, 8, and 9 to form 3-digit numbers. What is the least value of the sum of these 3-digit numbers? So when we're asked for the sum of 3-digit or least sum, right? So to have the least sum, we need to use the least numbers. Okay? So to use the least leading digits, all right, we have the least among these. Let's list them down according to order. Okay, 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So the least among these is these two. Okay, 1 and 4. So that should be the leading digits of our number, followed by 5 and 7, right? So we use the 7 here, the 5 here, to make it as small as possible, right? 170 compared is better than for having 470 right here. Okay, so from there we have 170. This two can be 8 and 9. Okay, these two places can actually be interchanged. So you could have 158, 179. It would still, no, 479. So this last two digits can be interchanged in such a way that the 7 and 5 can be transferred. Okay. And the 8 and 9 can be transferred, but not sideways, okay? So, because we would still get the same sum. We're just looking for the sum, so it's no problem. Okay, whatever the number formation is. So from there, we'd get the same sum, which is, let's add them up. 8 plus 9, that's 17. Carry 1. Let's have this one. 8 plus 9, 17. Carry 1. 7 plus 1, 8. Plus 5, that's 13. 3, carry 1. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So it's 637. So even if we add this one right here, okay, look at it. We'll still get the same answer. 9 plus 8, 7, carry 1. 5 plus 1, 6, plus 7, 13. 3, carry 1. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. It's still 637. Since we're just looking for the sum, the order of the last two digits doesn't matter. Okay? That's it. Questions on the chat box? Yes, for those who want to drink water, want to eat their snacks, it's okay. Okay. 28 then. No questions in the chat box. Let's have 28 then. Thank you. That's a good point. You can interchange. Yeah, 1 and 4 too. Yeah. 28. So for number 28, we have, okay, in class 3C, there are 31 students. At least how many students' birthday are with the same day of the week? So we want the same day of the week. So day of the week is, there are 7, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. So there are 7 days in a week. So let's divide 31 students. 31 students will be divided by 7. 31 divided by 7, that's 4. Remainder, 7 times 4 is 28. 29, 30, 31. So that's 4. Remainder 3. Okay. So for remainder 3, so we will just get 4. So there are 4 students that has the same day of the week, but just to make sure, we need to add 1. Okay. So, excuse me, that's equal to 5. This is to ensure that we really have
Teacher, it's at
the correct
least.
number of students. What was that?
Teacher, it's say at least.
Yeah, at least, but the worst case, taking into account the worst case scenario, we need to add 1.
Oh.
Okay. So that's it for 28. Let's proceed to 29. 29 it is.
I hear we're going to explain this earlier.
For 29, 29 numbers are drawn from 48 integers, 1 to 48. At least how many numbers are drawn at random to ensure that there are 2 numbers whose sum is 30. All right. So how can we get a sum of 30? Let's focus on this one. Sum is 30. So sum of 30 can only be achieved from 1 to 48 by adding 1. Let's start with the smallest digit 1 and number 1. So 1 plus 29. Okay. 2 plus 28. Right. 3 plus 27. 4 plus 26. 5 plus 25. That's all 30. 6 plus 24. Okay, 7 plus 20, 23. Then we have 8 plus 22. 9 plus 21. 10 plus 20. 11 plus 19. We also have 12 plus 18. We have 13 plus 17. 14 plus 16. There's no 15 plus 15 because we only have 48 integers from 1 to 48. There's no repetition. Okay? No repeats. So it's only until 14 plus 16. So from our 48 integers, and we have how many pairs? We have 14 pairs, right? Counting from here, 1 until 14. So we have 14 pairs. So 48 integers, let's just subtract the 14 pairs. Okay, because what if we don't get the 14 pairs? So that's 48 minus 14, you'd get 34 numbers. So this is worst case scenario. What if you got the other 34 numbers, okay? So 34, we just need to add it by 1. And you'd get an answer of 35. Since it's worst case scenario, we need to add 1. Okay? 34 is by 34 is the non-30, non-sum, the not sum of 30. Okay? That's the numbers right there. But when you get all of those 34, you've already you can already get surely a pair when you draw one number, this one. Okay? Out of those non-34, non-30, non-sum, the not sum of 30. Okay? So this is the worst case scenario. So we get 35 draws to make sure that we get two numbers that has a sum of 30. All right, that's 29. Let's have number 30. This will be our last number. Okay.
Are you going to finish early?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. So if Andy goes from point B to point A, okay, from this point to this point, each step can only move down or left or move left, right? So how many ways are there? All right. Again, the only permitted movements is down and left. Okay, let's start with this point. We need to arrive at A. Remember, we can only go through the lines. So from point B going down, that's going to this point, that's one way. Okay, there's no other way we can go through there because we can't go left, down, then right. There's no, right is not an allowed, is an unallowed movement, okay? It's only down or left. So this is only one way to get here. Number of ways to get to this point also, that's only one way. Number of ways to get to this point, that's also one way. All right? This point, we can get to that point by, okay, let's check the manual way. We can have left and down, so that's already one way. Or we could do down first and then left. So there are two ways to get to this point. Two ways. Let's write two ways. Okay, two ways to get that point. Another way to get that two right there is noticing that this is the intersection and the previous points that you went through is this point and this point, right? You're from this point to get to here. So you just add up those two ways. I mean, those ones you have. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's how you get the answer for the next point. How you get the number of ways to get to the next point. All right, just like how we can get this point by adding the previous points, which is 2 and 1 right here. So 2 plus 1 is 3. All right, this is 1. 1 and 1. All right, to get to this point, this is also 1. To get to this point is also 1. Right? Because you can only move left, left, that's one way. Left, left, left to get to this point, that's one way. So kaya 1. We only have 1 there. Okay? Proceeding, we would have to get to this point right here, since there's no previous point that it went through, that's just also 1. That's 1 plus 0, so it's 1. Right? From this point, this is the sum of 1 plus 2 right here. That's 3. This point is 3 plus 3. Okay, 3 plus 3. That's 6 ways to get there. Okay, adding these 2 points. This is 1 plus 1. 2. 2 plus 3. That's 5. 5 plus 6. That's 11. So that is how we're already at point A, right? So A is equal to 11. And that's how we get, that's the number of ways to point A. So we already have our answer. Question in the chat box, please. Number 29 is 35. Answer is 35. All right. So you finished it. Good job for everyone. Good bless in your exam.
Do you have a, do we have to take a picture?